Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you see this. Please sit down. Let us discuss. Yes, we want to make some revelations where we say many people never really know regarding this Dangote truck involving in accident, the drivers, reckless driving, and all that. We want to give you some good informate. When matter they come, sometimes before we make contributions, we dey go do what they call research to really understand the problem, not just to make contributions to what happened now. We want to find out why is it happening frequently. And now e be like say we don't get small answer when they tell us why those accidents they happen with Dangote truck almost all the time. Since after this accident with Ruth Otebo, so many narrative not plenty, so many contributions not plenty for outside. But then we want to discuss something that many people never really look at. Now we want to discuss intellectually. People will get head. I can't ask myself, what did they really they make this accident they happen where with Dangote trucks? Is it because they are many and those are some of the things that happen where you have plenty? I said no, make I no come live there, make I no stay there. I can't go back to 2012, 2013, where they tell us something, say Dangote they do interview for truck drivers. That time they can tell us say plenty PhD holders they apply, master degree holders, MBA holders, first degree holders. They say they apply for that job. Then I can say okay, let me do small research to see the breakdown. Now I can do the research. Now News Express on the 5th of November 2012 they carry this news. The Nations on the 8th of November carries this news. Then the Daily Trust also carry the news. In fact, almost all the news, companies in Nigeria, they carry the news. Okay, the breakdown on that time. They say the openings, the vacancy at that time, Dangote only just wanted to employ like 200 drivers. But they can't get applications from 13,000 people. 13,000 people. Inside these 30,000 people, they say six of them they are PhD holders, doctor of philosophy. Six they want drive truck. Then 65 of them they are MBA holders, master of business admin. Then 649 to 7,000 of them they are master's degree holders. Then 8,460 of them they are first degree holders, BSc, bachelor. Okay, I can ask myself, these people, these graduates now, does it mean Dangote did not employ them? I say, if Dangote employed these people over the years, they would not transfer that, you know, expertise, skillfulness, professionalism. They will not transfer and give every other person in the company. I say, if they employ these people, accident for not reduce because it is easier to tell a graduate or an educated person about the consequences of rough driving and get it than you are telling those person when don't go school. You dey get now. I say if they employ these people, accident for don reduce. Okay, I say okay now, maybe Dangote company push a very wrong narrative to us. Maybe these people don't really apply the way they push to us. Or if they apply, maybe they don't employ them because because of the cash, because of the high pay where those people feel demand. But then another point from Alhaji Aliko Dangote himself. Now also prove me wrong when he attended World Bank Youth Forum in Abuja 2012. In that forum, he confirmed the news that yes, it is true. And he said they were not just making the graduate drivers, the graduate truck drivers, they were not just giving them employment and be paying their salary. Say no, every trip you run, there's an allowance for you, bonus. Apart from your salary, there is bonus for every trip you run. So with this bonus now, drivers go feel the hurry up, they go feel the day in a haste to go to deliver and come back. That is point number one. He now said again, the graduate truck drivers, they are intending, or their policy is to make them employers of laborers, is to make them own those trucks after some time. And what is the plan or grant at that time? He say after that person don use that motor and the mileage don dey, I mean 300,000 to 360,000 kilometer, when the mileage don run, the vehicle go automatically become the driver own. You no go pay any interest, you no go pay anything. I come again, you know say these trucks dem dey buy them new, brand new, so the mileage never really run. Let's say e dey zero. So as you run am, you go don run 300,000 to 360,000 kilometer. You go call own the motor. Okay, look at it. He added something that that distance is equivalent to about 140 trips for place like Lagos to Kano. You get it? You don't run from Lagos to Kano 140 times. You go reach that kind of mileage. I say, okay, now I have the second answer as to why Dangote trucks they run anyhow and they evolve for accident, because they are running on target. Target to deliver. There is target for you every. He put it this again. Between 2 years to 4 years, a driver would complete this circle. Are you getting it? Between 2 to 4 years, that driver could not complete this circle. Okay, for that driver that want to hold the vehicle very fast, e go dey run, e go dey run, e no know whether e get brake, e go dey run. Okay, now we are here to see people in this truck wey dem go call graduates, masters degree holders, or even PhD. We never see those people. Wetin we dey see na all those small small boys wey some of them go speak English for them, dem go tell you back to rechi. Dem be the masters degree holders. Never see those masters degree holders. Another one again, we hear say those boys don't get driver's license, so um that one now we no dey talk about it. Na road safety na we go ask. Na road safety na here we dey call road safety. Make dem come explain. Dey say most of Dangote drivers dem no get driver's license when dey drive truck. What does the road safety have to say about this? Okay, we are still coming. We never finish the talk. We are still coming. Okay, now Dangote didn't tell us say all those small small boys wey no graduate they still follow for the empowerment wey be say you go own the vehicle. But we also need to ask them whether the boys they follow. Because if you check the way these boys they run, it's either they are pursuing after target or target is pursuing after them. These boys no go fit dey run like that for nothing. In fact, they go like to go on trip, they go spend 2 weeks on one trip because but because say number one allowance dey when they wait for them. It means say the more you run, the more you collect. And again, allowance is not a bad one, it's a good one. Because say you are pursuing to own the vehicle, you go dey run. You say that you are pursuing something is pursuing you. Okay, it's still a good one. But what are the regulations on ground to make sure why they are running to pursue their target, they are doing it in the most professional way, the most decent way, in the most, good conduct. You get? So this is why we are calling on the Senate, House of Reps, Ministry of Transportation, and all of them when their hand join for transportation matter. The lawmakers make una come up with a law that will establish speed limits on all truck drivers on the highway. Yes. Let's say between 60 to 80 km per hour. Na so you go dey run on the highway. And that truck speed limit, they go install am for the vehicle. Because you saw say those boys wey no get sense, na dem go dey use their mind dey do the speed limit like the way share dem dey do with their drivers. E no go work. E no go work. Those speed limit for those drivers, and dis idea say how many truck wey you run, how many clinical wey you run, you go take dey pay bonus, e still another thing wey dey push dem, and dem no come get sense to control the speed. Dem know say kpatakpata person go kpai, dem go say na accident. That is why if you dey travel on the express dey travel, you go hardly pass police station make you know say Dangote truck park there. At a time sef, dem come give us one narrative say Dangote truck, no matter how they drive, even dey affect, e dey involve for accident, nothing dey happen. Say Dangote, even when e come start to dey use his tax dey do concrete pavement for federal government, the matter come kukuma worse. Go to that Oshodi Apapa express way, na Dangote na im do am, concrete pavement. Go to Lekki Ibeju expressway, na Dangote na im still dey do am now. The refinery dey there. You get now, na the tax dey use. So dis kind people, dem dey get power. Na Nigeria you go see one person wey get power pass the law, wey get power pass the country. And I come dey follow my friend talk for abroad, come tell me say number one, for there Europe, all those truck dem dey get speed limit 60. Come tell me say most of their express no follow town, e follow bush, wey be say dem no go use their own spoil for person own. Okay, Nigeria, our leaders, when una travel outside, the things wey una dey see there, una go open una eye watch am. Una go come here, una go throw away una eye, una go do like say una no know, e no concern una. Make una no dey do like that. Make una know say the goods wey dem dey carry, na people dem dey carry am come give. The people wey dem come buy finish, who go come enjoy the goods. So we call on the Federal Executive Council headed by President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Abeg, make una look into this reckless driving matter, wey be say mostly Dangote company na im dey really do finger into this matter. Abeg, make una look into it. Make una look at how una go regulate the matter. As una talk say una no go do our federal roads wey follow our corridors, we come dey manage ourselves. Una dey fly pass up. If una say allow all those things dey happen to us, una dey try tell us say una no need us. Una dey try tell us say una no care. Abeg, security of lives and property is the number one responsibility. Abeg, safety na be one of the elements wey dey guarantee security. We ask for safety. Accident not to happen for that Jetu junction. I don still beg una, make una go do fly over there. Una no hear me. Abeg, Okpewolo. I know say, well, I don't know whether I go do, but election matter no let una see road 2027 is most important. E dey important pass anything. Abeg, make una answer also, because if you ask me now, the next election when they go do as una come campaign, we go carry stone. I swear. But all the same, let's do it as government that is responsible, responsive, and they care about the welfare, security, safety of the people. We hope that this one more time, una go hear our cry. MC Mickey Mouse is my name. Please share up. Share up. Share up.